Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a very special video because I'm traveling to Greece this week, and I wanted to make a video because I have been anxious about traveling for 2.5 weeks in a very hot place that is very far away from my home, and having my hearing aids last and not just die from the heat essentially and all the water. So I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm going to be doing to prevent mishaps on the trip. This would have been really helpful for me to have had years ago before I was embarking on my first trip, and this one is kind of a solo trip. I'm going with one other friend, and so I'm gonna have to be doing everything by myself because usually, you know, my mom, love her to death, she'll be like, you have this and this and that, and I'm doing it all by myself. So without further ado, let's get into my tips. So number one, and this is something new that I'm going to be doing that I haven't done before, is I'm going to be getting hearing aid covers. So I'll have a picture of them right here. Basically, these are little fabric covers that go over your ear part of your hearing aid, and they help prevent moisture and sweat from getting in there and really screwing up with the hearing aid, because if we all know, water and moisture is not our friend. So I'm hoping that this works really well because it's gonna be really hot. The Mediterranean heat is really something different, so I'm hoping that this will help prevent mishap. It's always important to have that extra layer of protection, and hopefully that will do it. Number two, and this one is probably the most important one, is that I'm bringing my heavy duty dryer. I'll put a picture right here. This was really pricey. It was about $100 I think, but it's the best thing I've ever bought for my hearing aid, because before I used it, my hearing aids would break down all the time. Like, even if I just worked out every single day, that would be enough for my hearing aid to die on me with all of the moisture. So I will be bringing that. That is definitely my highest priority, to plug that in and make sure I'm drying out my hearing aids really well. Not only every night, but if we have like some downtime, maybe popping my hearing aids in there. I think it's really important to be strategic about how you handle them and how you care for them, because when you're going on vacation, you will likely be a long way from your audiologist. If something happens, you can't really do anything about it until you get home. So it's really important to take those extra steps to make sure that they're good. So drying case is great. I know a lot of people maybe won't want to take this with them because it's bulkier and bigger than just a plain little case, but it is so important, guys. So important that it'll kind of like suck out all of that moisture every night and kind of give you a reset. Number three, this is not going to be possible for everyone, but if you have a backup pair of hearing aids, maybe an old pair of hearing aids that you haven't worn in a while, definitely take that with you, because you never know what's going to happen, and maybe you might want to give your primary hearing aids a break, but you still want a little extra boost. I have been wearing hearing aids for most of my life, so I do have backups. I've been keeping all of my old hearing aids, so I will be taking my backup pair of hearing aids with me. It makes me feel very safe and secure to like really take care of my primary hearing aid, but like know if something happens, there's a backup pair, which again is not going to be feasible for everyone, but if you do have an old pair that you maybe haven't busted out in a while, maybe make sure those are good and bring those with you. Also, if you are going on a tropical vacation or a vacation where there's going to be lots of water and you're swimming, definitely have a plan. For me, when I go to the beach, I try not to wear my hearing aids at all day, because there's gonna be sand that kind of like gets in there, and water, and just lots of sweat, sunscreen, and it's just kind of nasty. So in my head, I'm kind of like, it's fine if I don't really hear what's going on during the day, because I'd rather be safe and secure knowing that there's not going to be a lot of moisture and sweat that gets into them, and then later on I'll shower and like make sure it's all dry and wear them. But it's always better to be safe than sorry. So not so much in the pool, because I feel like it's just a lot like cleaner and safer to wear them around the pool, but when I'm on a beach, I tend not to wear them. Also, water kind of amplifies sound, so I always hear better near the water. If you are going to bring your hearing aid to the beach or the pool, make sure that you have a good sturdy case. I have a waterproof one that I tend to use. I'll try to see if I can find one, but my audiologist gave it to me years ago, and it's a really good heavy duty case to put your hearing aids in. If you are going out, you're walking, you're out and about, just always be very vigilant about how they are, if they're safe and secure, what's kind of triggering them. You might have to change your wax stop more than usual because of all of the sweat, or just in a different environment, it's different. You're gonna have to be extra vigilant about everything. If you are going out to a club or a bar, just be careful about like things spilling and getting places, just always have your hearing aids and how to protect them in the back of your mind. I think that if you think about this before you go and not think about it as problems arise on your trip, you're gonna be great and fine. It's definitely something that is anxiety inducing, but if you go with people that you love and you trust, even if anything does happen, they're gonna be there for you and making sure that you know what's going on. So try not to stress too much. I hope this video didn't stress you out, just making sure that you are as prepared as can be. Please let me know if I missed anything, if these tips are helpful, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!